All right, time for the SMX medical update. We bring in the good Dr. Joe McGinley from the McGinley Clinic, helping out the Privateer Support Program, Club MX, and other racers throughout the pits. We got a topic that you know very well. So we were joking with you months ago. You were trying to climb Everest. You were training for that. Okay, going to Denver and Salt Lake, not quite that level of altitude or elevation, but it does have an effect on athletes. What can you say in brief about what riders are going to have to be prepared for this weekend and next?
It'll have to be considered, that's for sure. Denver is approximately a mile high, so 5,000 feet of elevation. If you're coming from sea level, you are going to feel it. So for riders that are coming in and they're going to be competing at a sprint level, so you want to really take this seriously and make sure you're prepped for that elevation change. So a couple ways of doing it. First is arrival time. If you have the luxury of doing it, coming in early and acclimatizing to that elevation, that's going to be key. So 5 to 7 days is usually ideal. That would be the best case scenario. Or coming in, day of race or the night before the race, so your body is not as shocked with the elevation change when you're out there competing. So that's going to be the first step. And then from there, it's going to be body maintenance and preparation for the race. No matter what, everyone, fans that are coming in from different elevations, you want to make sure you hydrate. You want to have at least 1.5 to 2x your normal hydration level, and that includes electrolytes, because you're losing fluid at a faster rate, your respiration's higher, so you're going to dehydrate a lot faster at that elevation. That's the number one thing that you can do to help make sure you have a successful day. Getting beyond that, there's other options that are less, return on investment, but nutrition, so switching more to a carb diet. It's easier to process, it's more oxidative. That's going to be better than, fiber and things that are a little bit harder on your gut to process. That'll be helpful. And then warming up. You want to warm up about 15 minutes or so at least before the race. You want to have a light sweat. You want to make sure your body's ready to go. And then finally, this is a hard one to recommend, but first few laps out there, you want to start easy, quote unquote. You don't want to sprint right off the start. You're going to spike your heart rate. You're going to increase your lactate levels. It's going to be hard to recover from elevation. Now, I don't expect anyone at all to listen to that last one, but theoretically, that's helpful. And, if you go at least 1 or 2 laps at a quote unquote moderate pace, that'll help for the rest of the race once you get back out there.
So, a lot of riders back in my day of racing, they would sleep in, altitude tents. I don't know the technical term for that, but they would be trying to, get themselves to produce more red blood cells, I think, in the end. Is there anything to that would help this week, or does that need to be more of an off-season training thing that would benefit there?
That's what I do, JT. When I'm training for the mountains, that's how we can do these rapid ascents. And actually, I do it for any training for any athletic event I'm participating in, even if I'm going to sea level, because you're absolutely right. Those tents are highly effective. I tracked my blood levels when I was doing this, and my hemoglobin hematocrit went up for sure. You can see it, you can track it as it goes along. Doing it within just a few days before the race, again, if you're within that 5 to 7 day range, then maybe it'll have some effectiveness. If you want to do that in preparation for one of these races, whether it's the Denver Supercross or Thunder Valley National, you'll want to do that at least a couple weeks ahead of time to make sure that you have maximal effectiveness. If you start it right now, that's not going to be much help, but even a week or two of planning on that can be helpful for sure. When I'm doing it for the mountains, I'm doing it months ahead of time, and I have a clear performance improvement when I'm in those tents.
Yep, and they're not going to be listening to you about that early lap sprint stuff. Definitely not Ken Roczen. That's where he makes his money. I don't think he's going to be conservative at all, not with the title on the line. We'll see how this affects the racers this weekend. That's really good info. Thanks, Doctor.
Yeah, all I can do is give advice. Whether they listen to it or not, that's up to them.